Hi, I saw your flyer at the gym about a running club. Is this the right place to find out more?
Yes, welcome.
I'm the coordinator here. We're always happy to welcome new runners. What's your experience with running?
I run occasionally on my own, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but I've never joined a group before.
That's a great base to build from.
We have pace groups for all levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You'd probably fit well in intermediate.
What pace does the intermediate group run at?
About 6 to 7 minutes per kilometer. It's a conversational pace. You should be able to talk without gasping. That's actually a good sign you're in the right zone.
That sounds manageable. I usually run around 6:30 per kilometer, so that fits perfectly.
Perfect. The intermediate group is our largest. There are about 20 regular members, a really nice mix of ages and backgrounds.
When does the club meet? I work weekday mornings, so evenings or weekends work best for me.
We meet every Wednesday evening at 6:30 and Saturday morning at 7:30. Most members do both, but coming to one is totally fine.
Wednesday evening and Saturday morning. I can definitely do both of those. What are the routes like?
Wednesday is usually a 5 to 8 kilometer loop through the park. Saturday is longer, 10 to 15 kilometers, often with some gentle hills.
15 kilometers is a bit much for me right now. Could I just do part of the route?
Absolutely. We always have a short and long option on Saturdays. You'd run 10 kilometers and meet the rest back at the start. No pressure at all.
That's a relief. I don't want to hold anyone back on my first few runs.
That attitude is exactly what we love here. Everyone was a beginner once. The group is supportive, not competitive, and nobody gets left behind.
That's really reassuring. What gear do you recommend for someone getting more serious about running?
The most important investment is a good pair of running shoes. I'd recommend visiting a specialist running shop. They can analyze your gait and recommend the right shoe for you.
I've heard about gait analysis. Is it expensive?
The analysis itself is free at most specialist shops. Yeah, you just buy the shoes they recommend. It makes a huge difference in comfort and injury prevention.
Speaking of injuries, do you get many in the club? I've had knee pain in the past.
Knee pain is very common among runners.
We always start with a 10-minute warm-up and end with a proper cool-down stretch. That alone prevents most injuries.
I'll admit I usually skip stretching. I just run and then stop. Probably why my knees complain.
You're definitely not alone. We also have a sports physiotherapist who visits the club once a month. She gives free advice to members, very useful.
A physio coming to the club. That's incredible. Do members ever do races together?
Yes, we have a club race calendar every year.
It includes a 5-kilometer park run, a 10-kilometer local race, and a half marathon. Participation is optional but very popular.
A half marathon? That's a big goal. I've never raced at all. Is there training support for beginners who want to try a race?
Absolutely. For first-timers, we put together a 12-week beginner race program. It builds gradually so you cross the finish line feeling strong, not exhausted.
I love that idea. I'd feel so proud finishing a race. Is there a membership fee for the club?
Just $15 a year. It covers insurance, the club vest, and access to all programs. It's one of the best value things you can do for your health.
$15 a year is nothing. I'll join today if that's possible.
Of course. I'll sign you up right now. You'll get a welcome email with the Wednesday route, a link to our group chat, and some first run tips.
A group chat? Is that where the club communicates?
Yes, we use a messaging app. Members post their training, share route updates, celebrate each other's milestones. It's a really active and positive community.
I love that. Social accountability is a big motivator for me. Knowing others are watching keeps me consistent.
It works for most people. Research actually shows that people who train with a group are 60% more consistent than solo runners. The social element is powerful.
60%? Wow, I believe it. Running alone can feel very lonely on a cold morning.
Exactly.
With a group, you show up because you know people are expecting you. Cold mornings become much easier with company.
That really resonates. What do members usually do after the Saturday run? Do people hang around?
We usually go to the cafe on the corner for coffee and breakfast. It's very informal. Some people come every week, others when they can. There's no obligation.
A post-run coffee sounds like the perfect reward. I'm going to really enjoy this.
You're going to fit right in.
I can already tell. By the way, we're doing a special themed run next month, a glow-in-the-dark night run for charity. Want me to add you to the list?
A glow-in-the-dark night run. That sounds amazing. Absolutely add me. Which charity is it for?
It's for a local children's hospital. Last year, we raised over $4,000. The whole town comes out for it. It's incredible.
Running for a cause makes it even more meaningful. Count me in for everything. Wednesday, Saturday, and the night run.
I love the enthusiasm. Just remember, don't go too hard on your first few runs. Building gradually is the secret to long-term running success.
Good advice. I tend to go out too fast and then suffer later. I need to learn to pace myself.
Pacing is the biggest thing most runners struggle with. A good rule is, if you can't hold a conversation, you're going too fast. Try running with someone and just chat.
I'll keep that in mind. Talk test pace. I like that as a simple guide.
It's the most practical tool you have, right? You're all signed up. Welcome to the Parkside Runners family.
Thank you. Parkside Runners. I like the name. I can't wait for Wednesday.
We'll be here at 6:30 sharp. Wear layers. Evenings can be cool. And bring a water bottle. The run is about 6 kilometers.
Layers, water bottle, 6:30. Got it. Thanks for spending so much time explaining everything.
It's my favorite part of the job. Nothing better than welcoming someone to running who's genuinely excited about it. See you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. I'm going to go for a light jog now just to celebrate.
That's the spirit. Just remember, easy pace. Talk to yourself if you have to.
Will do. One last question. Is there anything I should eat before the morning run on Saturday?
For a 10-kilometer run, eat something light about 90 minutes before. A banana or toast with peanut butter works perfectly. Avoid anything heavy or high in fat.
Banana and toast? Simple and effective. What about during the run? Should I carry water?
For runs under 60 minutes, you usually don't need to carry water if you're well hydrated beforehand. For the long Saturday run, a small running bottle is recommended. We pass water stations on longer routes too.